Hello students, you can find this PDF in Clickado, so if you can print it and stick it in your notebook, that would be perfect, and fill it with the correct word, that will be perfect. Now, I'm going to teach you a little bit more about polyhedrons. Polyhedrons are 3D shapes, and we're going to focus only on 6 famous 3D shapes. The first one is going to be the easiest to organize. It's what we call the sphere. A sphere looks like a ball, it looks like a planet, okay? How do we organize it? It's all nice and smooth, there is no vertices. The next shape is the dice, or to be correct, the cube. How do we organize a cube? It's made up of 6 squares. So squares being the polygons, 6 polygons together form a polyhedron, a 3D shape, the cube. Now, let's focus a little bit more on that cube, because there are 3 words I want you to remember. What we call the face, the vertex or vertices, and finally the edge. What do I mean by that? The face is the shape of the polygon. Here we got one square, here we have another square, here we have another square. These squares are called faces. Example here of faces. We're going to use the pyramid. We have 4 triangles, 4 faces the shape of a triangle, and 1 more face the shape of a square. So we get in total 5 faces. What did I mean by vertices is where we have 3 of these lines joining to each other. We call that a vertex, or vertices if we have more than one. Another word that I want you to know is this line here, the side of a polygon. Because it's not a polygon but a polyhedron, we need a new word. We're going to call this the edge, like being at the edge of a cliff. So we have one edge here, one edge here, one edge here. We get plenty of edges around a square, a cube. This shape is very famous too. It's what we call the cone. How do we organize it? The base is a circle, and from that circle we go up to one little vertex. Okay, we call this a cone. You can see them on the road sometimes. This one is the cylinder. It's made of 2 circles compared to the cone. As you can see, we got 2 bases, one at the top and one at the bottom. They're facing each other. So 2 circles, and around we have 1 rectangle that is fused together. So we have 3 faces. Do we have some vertices? No, but we do have some edges. The pyramid, we talked about that already. And the last one, the prism. Compared to the cube, the prism can be recognized because it's made up of mainly rectangles. A triangular prism would be a prism, but the 2, how can I say this? The 2 of its faces would be triangles. An hexagonal prism, 2 of its opposite faces would be hexagon. Pentagonal prism, 2 of its opposite faces would be pentagon, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, so a prism. Now, let's see if you understood everything that I explained. By the way, these are the answers. So sphere, rectangular, prism, because the 2 opposite faces are rectangle, a cube, pyramid, cone, and cylinder. If you understood everything, you shouldn't have any problem doing the second activity, which is the PDF that is attached also to what I just gave you. You'll need to answer the following questions here, and I will give you the answers later on by next week. Okay? So don't be afraid to use Google, don't be afraid to use some 3D object that you may have in your house. Okay? You can use Google Images to find out and try to answer all of these different questions. Good? Bye!